Dear colleagues and friends, we are pleased that you can join us for our observance of United Nations Day 2022. The United Nations Charter, which came into force on this day in 1945, lays out the major principles of international relations and its purposes guide our work even today. One of those purposes is to achieve international cooperation in solving international problems of an economic, social, cultural, or humanitarian character. We need this unified action now more than ever. Countries are emerging from the COVID-19 pandemic under great economic distress due to many factors, including the war in Ukraine and its broader consequences. We are also watching the cost of food and energy go up and up, while natural disasters are occurring more frequently and severely. Meanwhile, climate crisis looms large over us. We at the United Nations are proud to do our part in climate change. Colleagues from around Asia and the Pacific are greening their environments and taking steps to minimize their carbon footprint. These actions, when added together, do make a big and lasting difference in our efforts to slow climate change. We hope you can join us today in doing something that embodies the spirit of cooperation, the spirit of the United Nations. Happy UN Day.
Greetings. The United Nations in China is supporting China's efforts to achieve green development while ensuring that people in China and the region benefit from a healthier, more sustainable and a resilient environment. Happy United Nations Day.
Excellencies, UN colleagues, partners and friends. UN Day is an occasion for us to reflect on the UN's role in finding transformative solutions to interlocking challenges as we continue building back better for more inclusive and resilient societies. All of us at the UN in Thailand are united in this strategic vision to collectively deliver on our commitments as set out in the cooperation framework to facilitate a low-carbon, inclusive green economy, foster human capital development, and address inequalities. This role is only possible thanks to the dedication of all the people who make up the UN family here in Thailand and across the region. When we leverage the UN family, we create the most value by serving the UN, the people of Thailand, and the peoples of the world.
Environment is no one's property to destroy. It's everyone's responsibility to protect.
This is the UN ESCAP Eastern Northeast Asia office. Leaving no one behind, we wish to take the best care of the one and only planet we belong to.
We are very proud that our daily work contributes to advancing sustainable development. In particular, we assist our member states through intergovernmental cooperation to address challenges of air pollution, land degradation and desertification, marine protected areas, low carbon cities, and biodiversity and nature conservation. Happy UN Day!
United Nations in Mongolia is committed to promoting green, sustainable and inclusive economic development agenda. We are committed to working with the partners, but in addition we are also making our own contributions. Last year we kick-started a campaign of reforestation and tree planting. As the country team we worked together, and this year we have gone back and planted more trees, and this is our contribution also towards the President's Billion Tree Initiative. We intend to continue this journey, and happy UN Day.
Did you know that the people who call the beautiful Pacific home are amongst the most at risk to the threats of climate change? We've launched the Pacific region's first ever parametric microinsurance policy to cover cyclones. Through UN Women's Gender Inequality of Risk project in the Solomon Islands, women's organizations in the country are now empowered to lead in emergency response after their participation in the Gender in Humanitarian Action training. It is partnership, commitment, and hope which makes our work possible. Happy UN Day from all of us here. Happy UN Day.
The United Nations is the product of hope. The hope and resolve following the Second World War to move beyond global conflict to global cooperation. Today, our organization is being tested like never before. But the United Nations was made for moments like these. Now more than ever, we need to bring to life the values and principles of the UN Charter in every corner of the world. By giving peace a chance and ending conflicts that jeopardize lives, futures, and global progress. By working to end extreme poverty, reduce inequalities, and rescue the Sustainable Development Goals. By safeguarding our planet, including by breaking our addiction to fossil fuels and kick-starting the renewable energy revolution. And by finally balancing the scales of opportunity and freedom for women and girls and ensure human rights for all. As we mark UN Day, let us renew our hope and conviction in what humanity can achieve when we work as one in global solidarity.
Happy UN Day! 联合国日快乐 Happy UN Day! Happy UN Day! Happy UN Day! Heureuse journée des Nations Unies. Happy United Nations Day!
Happy UN Day from the Philippines, Mabuhay!
Happy UN Day!